I recognize that I might be a little bit different than y'all, but at least for me, one of the most uncomfortable feelings at work or in other places is this feeling that I am being judged. And I don't think anybody really likes that, right? I'm Wanda Thibodeau. I am the host of the Faithful on the Clock podcast, and today is Challenge Me Monday. The verse that I have for you that ties to what I am saying today is Romans 14, verse 13. And that says, "Therefore, let us stop passing judgment on one another. Instead, make up your mind not to put any stumbling block or obstacle in your brother's way." Now, in the business context, this is not saying, okay, we don't want to have high quality, we're not keeping each other accountable. That's not what I'm getting at, okay? We need some of that judgment to, get a high quality and get each other performing to the best of our ability, right? But in the sense that, sometimes it gets to be really harsh. And it's like, well, you should have done this, and it should have been up here, like that kind of judgment. And in the sense, too, like in the context of this verse, this idea that when you're looking at other people and you're saying, I'm right, you're wrong, that automatically creates division. Like automatically, people are going to go on the offensive. And as soon as people are on the offensive, guess what they're not going to do? Hear you out. They're not going to listen to you at all, okay? And if they're not going to listen, how can you preach God? How can you be loving to them? How can you find common ground and work together, okay? So he's just pointing out that when you judge like that, it can halt what you are trying to do, okay? So it's not saying, that you can't take a stance. It's just saying you have to do it in a loving way, and you have to be very careful that your judgment does not come across in a way that tears each other down, okay? Because you have to stand up for what is right, okay? We do, but you have to do it in a compassionate way so that it doesn't rip apart, your effort, okay? So what I want you to do for this week, watch how many times you say the word should, okay? Just watch it, count it, all right? And what I want to challenge you to do is don't use that word. Try to find something else, some alternative, okay? So that's a little bit more constructive, and you give a rationale for why you are making the recommendation that you are, okay? And I want it to be constructive, okay? If you're going to tell people that they, quote, should do something, explain yourself, okay? So that's my challenge for you for this week. Take care, everybody. Bye.